victims, including the 120,000 who may need medical care for their entire lives, and to fully and swiftly remediate the Bhopal plant site. Now, when we acquired Union Carbide 3 years ago, we knew what we were getting, and it's worth $12 billion. $12 billion. We have resolved to liquidate Union Carbide, this nightmare for the world and this headache for Dow, and use the $12 billion to provide more than $500 per victim, which is all that they've seen. A maximum of just about $500 per victim. It is not plenty good for an Indian, as one of our persons unfortunately said a couple of years ago. In fact, it pays for 1 year of medical.
What I remember is coming to Bhopal on a train and coming out of the railway station and then hit by this scene of thousands and thousands of people in utter agony and pain and groaning and eyes swollen and streaming tears and holding on to each other, huddled. And I saw people walking a few steps and falling down, not knowing whether they were unconscious or dead. And I also found there were lots of people, young people, old people, who were helping, trying to help. They were offering water, milk, medicines. No one knew what to do, what medicines to give, because no one knew what the gas was. No one knew what the gas caused.
This bus tour mostly is in collaboration with the Bhopal Medical Appeals, Amnesty International, and International Campaign for Justice in Bhopal. One of the main objectives of the bus tour is to raise awareness about the world's worst industrial disaster on its 25th anniversary. This December will be the 25th anniversary of the world's worst industrial disaster, and not a lot of people all over the world know that this is not something that happened 25 years ago, but it continues to happen even today, that people are still sick, that people are still dying.
There are still today more than 100,000 people who have continued to suffer with no respite for the last 25 years. They add to that the people who have suffered complications because of their exposure, because like they are suffering from tuberculosis, because their immune system has been compromised. Add to that the number of children who have been born after the disaster and who have a range of growth and development disorders and congenital malformations.
Non mi aspettavo di trovare una comunità a distanza di 20 anni che stesse ancora pagando e scontando le conseguenze di questa tragedia e di fronte a una nuova tragedia poi. Ho ritrovato che i problemi sono aumentata perché questa seconda generazione sta soffrendo e escono sempre fuori delle nuove patologie che ancora non sappiamo e chissà che cosa succederà. Lo scopo è quello di cercare di documentare, di cercare di rendere vivo l'interesse di tutti su questo evento. Una è quella bambina di 6 anni che è in questa foto qua dietro, che sta abbracciata con la mamma. È veramente un'impotenza perché è in una situazione molto grave. E giocare insieme ai suoi amici perché lui era costretto a stare dentro casa. You understand everything?
No.
You agree? Anyway, you agree?
Yes, I do agree. I do trust you.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're putting some images on the bus where it is already black. There are images that remind us of the bad things that have happened and the questions about where people who want to make a change, how they can do that. And then eventually, whether it's me or someone else, on the white areas will come the answers to the possibilities of a better future. And God knows we need a better future.
These people continue to fight for justice and a life of dignity till today. And most of them, overwhelmingly most of them, are women. Corporate crime invades our lives in many ways, through species extinction, through climate change, through rise of sea levels, through chemicalization of air, water and soil and our lives in the wombs of mothers. Corporate crime is today threatens life on the planet itself. And that is why we believe that unless justice is done in Bhopal, the world will be much more unsafe. And that is why we believe that people all over the world must get together to seek justice in Bhopal for a toxic-free future and a future free of corporate crime.